welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be dehydrating some backpacking meals, and this is the first time I have ever dehydrated before in my life. First time I've ever used a dehydrator, so this should be interesting and fun, so stick around. So I'm going to be doing a thru hike of the Bartram Trail in a few days, and it's about a 110-mile hike, and I'll be out there for about 10 days. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to dehydrate my meals, a little bit better quality dinners, dehydrate meats and vegetables and things like that, have that in my diet on the trail, which will make it a lot more healthier. But in addition, it also makes everything so much lighter, and that is always a plus. So I'm pretty excited to do this. So I thought I'd take you all along. I've got a new dehydrator that I've never used. This is gonna be my first time using it. I thought I'd bring you all with me. Let me show you the foods that I'm gonna be dehydrating. This is my vegetables. I have a bag of mixed vegetables, frozen mixed vegetables, a bag of zucchini frozen. Then I have some mushrooms, and I've got some grape tomatoes. All these 4 things I'm going to dehydrate at the same time. And then I have all these meats. So I've got this is bacon, brown sugar bacon. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then I've got some ground turkey, and I have some just frozen sausage links. I have this canned chicken, and then of course I have this can of fire roasted vegetable chili with beans and whatnot. This is so good. I love this chili. And then also some biscuits. I'm going to be dehydrating those as well. So this is my dehydrator. It's a Nesco. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this if you dehydrate, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 trays. So I've got 4 trays I can put stuff on. It comes with 2 screens. Okay, so before I get this started, I obviously have to do the prep. So I've got my mushrooms and my tomatoes, so I'm going to slice these mushrooms up. Alright, now that my mushrooms are sliced up, I'm going to put them on one of the trays. Alright, so I actually have a little extra here. I'm just going to put these in my meal, my dinner, what am I trying to say? My lunch today. All right, now on to the tomatoes. All right, so I just gotta cut these babies up. What I did is I took a grape tomato, and then I sliced it long ways, and then I sliced it in half. Okay, before I finish slicing up my tomatoes, I thought I would go ahead and put my biscuits in the oven, let them be cooking while I get the rest of this stuff ready, and then hopefully I can put the biscuits on there too. Alright, now for the frozen zucchini. Whoops. Alright, got my zucchini on there. It's ready to go. So now time for the frozen mixed vegetables. That was like 80 cents at Walmart. You're supposed to check this like every hour just to see how everything's doing and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to put that right there on 135. I've got 5 minutes left on those biscuits, and then I'll put those in, and I probably won't walk you through like every little step I do for each of these, but stick around till the end because I'll be showing you everything that I've made, and like as far as what I put together for meals, and maybe as well just quickly show you what all I'm going to be carrying for the first 5 days of my thru hike. Alright, there's the biscuits. Alright, so the question is, how big am I going to make these pieces? Hold that for a second. Take that lid off. Okay. Put this back in here. Alright, it's been a few hours now, so I'm going to just check in on the veggies and the biscuits. I've actually been checking it every hour, but this is probably about going on hour 4. So let's check it. Oh, those pieces are pretty dry right there. The green beans still need some work. This is the zucchini layer so far. Yeah, it's still like super wet. Here's the biscuits. They're pretty hard. Ooh, tomatoes are coming along. Look how small these got. But see, that's what I kind of wanted because it's going into my meals, so that'll be easier to eat. And here's the mushrooms. So it's coming along, but yeah, they're still super wet. Well, everything still has, I think, at least a few more hours. So mixed vegetables are done, which is pretty awesome. Some of them are still, really soft, and so I'm gonna have to dehydrate these a little bit longer, but most of these are pretty done. Got pretty much all the vegetables that I did are in here. The zucchini didn't turn out as awesome as I had thought. This is the biggest piece. It's okay. All but you can see mushrooms and everything, but yeah, like all those vegetables in this thing fits in this one bag. I think I'm going to go back to the store and buy another bag of that mixed vegetables and do one more run with just another bag of frozen mixed vegetables. Those seem to do the best. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day. So today I'm going to be dehydrating my meats and of course cook the meat before you dehydrate it. I have my ground turkey here, and then I've got some onions, chopped onion, and that leftover mushrooms I had yesterday, I didn't end up using them, so I've chopped them up, and I'm just going to mix all that in with the ground beef. So that is the seasoning I used for my turkey. So I have a chili that I'm going to be doing today, and I have a couple cans of the chicken, and I also have I'm just going to let this mushrooms and onions saute with this ground turkey, and I've drained off all the excess fat here, and so I got the turkey that was the most lean, the 93%, so there'd be a lot less fat in it. I made my ground turkey, and I knew I had read about adding breadcrumbs to the meat so that when you go to rehydrate it, it makes the meat moist and it doesn't, keep it from over drying. I forgot to add the breadcrumbs. I completely forgot. And my turkey might be a little chewy or crunchy, but oh well. It'll have to be it will be what it will be this time. And next time I'll remember to add the breadcrumbs. So that's the chili tray. That was that canned chili. I'm just gonna put that on the bottom, I think, for now. And then I have my ground turkey there with the mushrooms and onions. And then I have just the pre-cooked canned chicken, and then these are those Banquet frozen sausage links. They're fully cooked. All right, I have it set to 160. First time ever doing this, so I welcome any feedback that you want to give me down in the comments, please. I need help. So I would love to know any tips or anything I might have forgotten or did wrong or whatever. I welcome all of it. So most of my chicken is done, that pre-cooked chicken. As you can see, this is what it's made. There's a few more pieces in the dehydrator. And then this was my ground turkey. I made a lot of ground turkey. And the chili, it's getting there. It's really dehydrating out, and that's pretty cool. I'm liking doing like the whole canned chili thing, or maybe I even make up my own chili, which I do a lot of times. I make like a pumpkin chili. Thought I'd show you real quick what my dehydrated chili looks like. It's kind of neat.
Gross.
Okay, most of my meat is done except for the sausage. I took it all out and patted it down individually, and it's getting there. So I'm gonna put this back on, but I thought I was gonna go ahead and start on my bacon jerky here. All right, I decided to take the raw bacon out, put it in the oven for a little bit, and cooked it up some, and then tried to drain as much of the grease, or absorb as much of the grease as I could from the paper towel, and I cut it up, so hopefully it'll cook a little faster, and then I'll just periodically dab it with paper towels to get rid of the oil. My bacon jerky turned out really nice, and oh my gosh, I mean, it might be a little bit more done than I meant for it to be, because yeah, it kind of breaks when I do that, but it's really good. And then that's my chili. That's how the chili, I think I might have already showed that. That's the chili. And then, okay, so I did those sausage links. They turned out pretty good. I will say I don't know if I would do that a lot because that was really a lot of work. Hello, another day of dehydration. So today, this is the third day. I'm gonna resupply in town for the second half of the hike, but I'm gonna carry like extra meat and extra vegetables. So I'm doing another bag of mixed vegetables. I got some more mushrooms in here because I didn't really have enough. And I've decided, so I have some pasta here, and I'm going ahead and cooking it. And then I'm going to dehydrate my pasta. It says it takes like 10 minutes or something, so I thought if I go ahead and cook it and then dehydrate it, you know, it'll be quicker. At least that's what I watched on YouTube. So I'm doing that, and then plus that'll get out a lot of that like excess starch too that's in those pastas. And then I'm also making some risotto. So I'm going to have a risotto and dehydrate that. So now I'm just rinsing the pasta in cold water to stop it from cooking and to also hopefully rinse off more of that starchiness.
The additional mushrooms and mixed vegetables are now done, as well as the risotto and macaroni pasta.
So yeah, I bought some ground chicken and some more ground turkey. So I think I'm just gonna redo it. All right, here's my ground turkey and my ground chicken. I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is gonna be a lot better than the pre-cooked canned chicken. So in this one, I put Worcestershire sauce, I can't say that. So I have some mushroom and onion cut up, and then I have some of the Creole seasoning. In this one, I have garlic, paprika, and I have this goddess seasoning that I got at Trader Joe's. And then of course I put breadcrumbs in these. So I think it's gonna be a lot better. All right, this is all of my food for 5 days. For breakfast, I've got 2 of the biscuits and gravies that I made. I dehydrated the biscuit, dehydrated sausage, and then I've got the Pioneer gravy in there. I put 2 tablespoons, which I think makes a half a cup. And then this is oatmeal, and I've got different kinds. In this, I have half a cup of oatmeal. I have a tablespoon of like a chia, flax, hemp seed mix. I've got some white chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, and dark chocolate chips. I've got some pumpkin seeds and some sunflower seeds and some dried unsweetened coconut. And then I have a honey stick just to give it some flavor, you know, because sometimes it can not have a whole lot of flavor. And this one, it's the same ingredients except instead of the chocolate chips, it has freeze-dried strawberries and freeze-dried blueberries. And then also as breakfast, I have coffee. And for my coffee, I have some ghee butter. And then I'll have a Carnation Instant breakfast. And this is a protein powder. And you can just drop that whole thing in there and shake it up. My lunches for the first 5 days, I just decided to keep it kind of simple. And I'm just doing bars. So I just got different kinds of bars. And then of course I have this jar of peanut butter to go with that, or just when I want it. And then for snacks, I have some kind bars here. And then I also have some plantains. I have some dried mango, unsweetened mango. And then I have the bacon jerky that I dehydrated. And then this freeze-dried sour candy that subscriber sent to me. And then I just have these to flavor my water, and it also gives some electrolytes and stuff too for when I'm on the trail. And then for dinner, I have this here is risotto. And then I've got my ground turkey that had like mushrooms and onions in it. And then I also have dried tomatoes, and then just, you know, the mixed vegetables in there. And then in this one, it is couscous with ground chicken in it, but it has the same veggies. And then this is mac and cheese. This has the turkey, ground turkey, and then the same vegetables. And then this is my chili that you dehydrated the chili. And I added some ground turkey in it, and I added a few mushrooms and some of the dried tomatoes as well. And then I just have a couple packets here of hot chocolate in case I want to have a little sweet thing after dinner. And these are freeze-dried marshmallows. These are other things that I take too with me. So I take these little salt stick packs just to help with muscle cramping and just making sure I have electrolytes and stuff. These are just great. It just kind of gives you a boost of energy. So I just take a couple of those. But I'm going to take some more drink packets. That way I don't have to buy any. And I think I want to go ahead and take these little protein packs. I mean, it kind of sucks to have to add that extra weight, but I'm not going to be able to get these at the store. And I like having my protein. And I'm going to take my extra G as well. Because this cannot just work for coffee. It can also work in my meals to help give it, like where you would add butter. I can add this. This one butter. And then I just have a couple extra meals here. So I have an extra couscous, which I thought I would just take so I don't have to buy in town. I have some instant mashed potato. And I've taken this just in case I were to be like hungry or my food doesn't absorb the water good. I can add that to it. But if for some reason I don't end up using it, then it's just another meal. I don't have to buy a pack in town. And then this is an extra breakfast. It's a banana walnut, like a banana bread oatmeal, and a couple other things I'm going to carry as extra, which is a little bit more ground chicken and a little bit more ground turkey and some more vegetables. And that's to put in the food that I purchased, my resupply that I get in town at the grocery store. This way I can add my own meat and veggies to whatever I pick up. And those little protein packs, I put those in a Ziploc just because if that gets wet, then it's all gonna come out. So this way, if for some reason my food bag got wet or something, then those would still stay dry. So that's why I did that. But here's my food bag. With the exception of the first day, my lunch and my snacks, I don't keep in my food bag. When I'm hiking, I keep it out in a separate bag at the top of my pack. And that way I can grab it easily at lunch or whatever. And then these two things will go in my side pocket, so I can easily access them while I'm hiking. All right, there's my food bag all packed up. Now I don't have the lunch part in there. This is just the food bag. Yes, it looks like a lot. Let's see how much this weighs. I'm scared. Okay, on the scale, it's 6 pounds, 8 ounces. That's actually not bad. All right, and then the snacks is 1.62, and the jar of peanut butter is 1.08. Okay, so that was for a total weight of 8.78 pounds. So that's actually really pretty good considering that's pretty much 6 days worth of food because of the extra stuff I put in there and the extra food. As far as dehydration goes, that was a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to do a lot more dehydrating, especially for my backpacking trips. And my husband tried my bacon jerky and loved it so much that he's like, okay, I've got to do a lot more dehydrating of bacon jerky. But I ended up dehydrating 6 different meats. I did ground turkey, ground chicken, those frozen sausage links. I did the canned chicken. I did chili. Oh yeah, the bacon jerky. Bacon, I forgot about the bacon. I did 6 different types of vegetables. I did the bag of frozen mixed vegetables, fresh mushrooms, fresh grape tomatoes, frozen zucchini, and I think, next time I would do fresh zucchini. I wouldn't do frozen. I don't think that dehydrated very well to me. I don't know. And then I did 2 different types of pasta. I did the mac and cheese, and then I did the risotto, and then I did a bread, which was the biscuits. Overall, it all turned out really well. It all went pretty well, except I forgot to put my breadcrumbs in my first round of ground turkey. I will say that, I dehydrated that canned chicken, and I don't know, it just didn't look all that great. And I mean, honestly, the canned chicken's just not that great anyway. So like, definitely from now on, I would only do the ground chicken. That was so awesome. It smells good, it tastes good. And so if I want chicken, I'm gonna do ground chicken. If I want turkey, I'm gonna do ground turkey. If I want beef, I'll do ground beef. And that's probably what I'm gonna stick with. One of my big takeaways from dehydrating is that I probably went a little overboard. I did way too many things for my first time dehydrating. I should have kind of did less, but I just guess I got real excited. I wanted to try all these different things on the trail and have all these different foods, when really what I probably should have just done is been like, okay, I'm gonna make a couple of things and there you go, and that's what I'll take on it, and simplified it a little bit more. Yeah, overall it went well. I like my little dehydrator. I mean, if I could afford, if it had been in my budget, I would have probably rather had one of these dehydrators that has the trays that you pull out from the side. I think it would just have dehydrated a little faster. But honestly, I mean, for what that cost, I think I paid like $75 for it. It works great. I'm really excited to try these out on the trail. So just make sure, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I will be doing daily videos of the Bartram Trail, my Bartram Trail through hike coming up, and I will be showing you what my meals look like and what I think of them. But if you like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It just helps my channel grow on YouTube. So thanks for being here today, and see you on the next video.